exhausted. It's been a long 8 years. But as Bill likes to say, it's only 2 days. The day you go in and the day you go out. And I guess this is the day you go out. What an adventure this has been. Maria?
There you are. Like magic.
Like magic. I could not be more proud of all that we have accomplished over this time. But of course, none of this would have been done if it hadn't been for all of you. So please give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! I'm going to try not to cry and make this very brief, but I do want to thank each and every member of the team, every member of this administration, and say thank you for the honor, the true honor that it's been to serve as First Lady. I never knew what this experience would be like, could be like, despite the fact that I actually started working here more than 30 years ago. It still has been a true surprise and meaningful beyond my wildest imagination. So thank you to every New Yorker for giving our family this opportunity to serve. I look forward to getting back home to Brooklyn. But I want all of you to know that one way or another, that Bill and I will still be around, ready to serve and support you in some form or fashion whenever it's needed in the years to come. And now for the last time this year in this administration, I have the great honor of introducing an extraordinary leader. Extraordinary. My partner in all things, and the 109th mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio.
Feels like the first night. When Shirlane said that, it reminded me of the night we all together won the right to be here. As I've been going around greeting everyone upstairs and coming down, a lot of you were on that journey with us. A lot of you made it possible. So 8 years ago at this moment, we were about to embark on the great unknown of coming into here and leading this city. But for everyone who was part of making it happen from the very beginning, I really want to express appreciation. There are some people here, I'm not going to name names, there are some people here go back to the 2013 campaign, the 2009 campaign, the 2001 campaign, the 1999 school board race. All the people who made it possible, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have been ordered by Shirlane to be brief, so I'm going to try and bring you some from the heart, intense brevity. Here we go. First of all, Shirlane McCray redefined what it means to be the First Lady of New York City and did so much good for the people of the city. It takes my breath away. I love her more than ever. Thank you, Shirlane. You can say more, okay. All right. I'll sing a praise song. Everybody, what we did here in these 8 years has profoundly changed this city, and the effects of what we've done have only begun to be felt. I want everyone to feel this. What you have all done, and there was so much passion. As I look around, I can feel the times when we worked together to make something happen, and so often we were told it could not be done. Raise your hand if you were ever told it could not be done. But you did it. You did it. You did it. You changed millions of people's lives. We changed the way our kids are educated. We changed the way people get the housing they need. We changed the way people get the mental health care that so often was denied to them. We changed policing in this town permanently. We have changed so many things in the name of working people. And I want to thank everyone because you believed you could make the change. There's no way this works unless there's a group of kindred souls filled with spirit, filled with energy, filled with talent, who give their all. And I don't think the public has gotten the opportunity to know how hard you work, how much passion and love you put into your work. But I've seen it every day. From time to time, I've said, let's go farther. You can do more. You can do better. But when I told you you could do better, it's because I knew you could. It was actually a compliment. Maybe it didn't always feel that way, but it was. It was a compliment because I understood your greatness. I mean this. I understood your greatness. And I believed that we set the bar here, you could hit that. But if we set the bar up here, you would find a way, and you did. You did. You every time amazed me. We were not supposed to be able to have done pre-K. We did pre-K, and then we did 3K on top of it. So remember that. And we were not supposed to have been able to do 200,000 affordable apartments. We did 200,000. Now it's going to be 300,000. You did that. And Lord knows, the folks we talked to said, don't even think that you can make an impact on something as difficult and sprawling as mental health. But we have now set the model of how to reach people who never even got to talk about their problem. I want you to understand what happened here. It's not just programs. There's a very different conversation now happening in the families in New York City. And people now can talk about this human reality and get the help they deserve. You made that happen. That is, I have talked to people whose lives have been changed. And I want you to understand this. I don't know how much you all get to hear from the people whose lives you've made better. I hope you have. Every single one of you. Whatever your job, you made people's lives better. But I get to hear from the people come up and tell me their stories. And I cannot tell you how many times someone has said to me, we used to not talk about this problem. We used to hide it. Now we talk about it. We used to not be able to get help. Now we can. Someone said to me the other day, a dear friend, that when mental health first aid came out, they didn't know what to make of it, but they ended up taking it. And then they had a crisis in their own family, and because of the training they got in mental health first aid, they were able to save a family member. It's one story of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, on one thing we did. If you want to feel good about life, meet one of the families who got an affordable apartment and knows it's theirs now for decades to come. If you want to feel good about life, talk to a family that got pre-K for their child, that would never have had an alternative they could afford. Talk to the families who had multiple kids in pre-K and 3Ks. Those are very happy families. What I love about New Yorkers is they, of course, for a moment tell you how great it was for their kids and their development, but then they immediately go to the bottom line and say, but we saved a lot of money. And we wanted them to save a lot of money. We wanted to put money back in the pockets of working people, and we did in so many ways. There has been no stronger example of focusing on working people than what you have done. You have refocused the city of New York on working people. You have put money back in people's pockets. You've changed people's lives. So I will wrap it together this way, and then I want to make some very special presentations. I will wrap it together by saying, we dreamed a dream, all of us together. We believed that we did not have to accept a series of injustices. We did not have to live with a status quo that wasn't working for the people we represent. And any one of you could have said this mission is too hard, but no one ever said that. You all accepted the mission, and then you gave it your heart and your soul. And this city is so much the better because of you. And the changes will last. They will last. What happened in these 8 years? More than we dreamed of happened in these 8 years. Because we put together a dream team. And you showed that change is possible. Not just what we've done, what more can be done. You've shown the whole world how much we can change for the better. So I want to thank each and every one of you for that. Everyone deserves praise, but to deputy mayors, past and present, who were the glue of this operation, just a special moment to say, boy, did I rely on you. Deputy Mayor, Deputy Mayor, Deputy Mayor. I relied on you so much, and you set the bar very high. And I just got to say, the city, I don't have to tell you guys, but that's a special title. You don't get that title unless you're really, really good and really worthy. And guess what? You were really good. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm reversing the order because I like to be mischievous. I'm going to be mischievous. Okay. 3 members of this team who epitomize the incredible, passionate work that our public servants do each and every day. First, Shirley and I got to know her during the Dinkins administration. She made government work. She made sure that the right people got hired, got brought on board. She made sure that throughout people were treated with respect. She could demystify any situation and always had an answer. And she's got a heart of gold, and she has given how many years to the city? 35 years of public service. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Elba Feliciano. Okay, this next one, this cool cat has served continuously every mayor from Ed Koch on, and he has captured the life of the city and the life of City Hall and done it with creativity and brilliance, but also a warmth and a kindness and a calm that didn't make sense to the rest of us because the world would be going crazy, and somehow he stayed cool throughout. But he has chronicled the life of this city with love. How many years, dude? 35 years, Ed Reed, ladies and gentlemen. Ed is literally taking pictures of his own ceremony. He's like, I mean, it's kind of, it's super tacky that we have him on duty during this, but that's okay. Okay, one more superstar. And all these folks, heart, soul, longevity, love for the people of this city. She is known for her, there's so many reasons she's known. Once upon a time when I was just a young puppy starting out in this work, I had the honor of working with her, and she helped school me in the ways of City Hall. She has, for everyone in need of a boost, a candy dish that always overflows. There is never a lack of snacks. She gives heart and spirit to everyone around her. She knows more about how this place works than anyone. And once upon a time, and maybe still, she was a rap artist. known as Madam Star. Classy name. Our chief of staff in the press office, who is sister to us all, mother to us all, guide to us all, Angela Banks, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Three more. And these three have to be defined as the glue of this whole experience. There's so many good people here, and I have so many thanks I could offer to so many people. So I'm singling out folks because there was something that just is essential. These three folks, I can safely say, Charlene and I could never have gotten through this without, literally. And we depended on every day in every way. And they were glue, they were the rock, they made this whole thing work. First of all, we turned to her often for every kind of guidance because she had been a friend of our family for so long. And she had a vision of what could be achieved through Charlene's work, how we could reach people, and not just on mental health, but on gender equity, on the Unity Project, on so many things. She made sure that Gracie Mansion was a place for all the people. I don't know how many job descriptions a single human being can have, but whatever that limit is, Roxanne John had them all. Ladies and gentlemen, Roxanne John. There was a day during our transition, and I don't really 100% know if I had the idea first or someone else had the idea first, but there was a legendary figure in our state. He was someone that everyone acknowledged had the ability to get things done in a way that almost no one else in public life did. He was beloved by literally everyone who ever worked for him I ever met loved him. And everyone who had to be across the negotiating table from him was terrified of him. And that was a beautiful combination in my mind. And I remember very, very vividly, people said, well, you'll never get him. He'd never want to come to live in New York City, you'll never get him. Now, me being a tad entrepreneurial, I said, we'll see about that. I said, let's find out if we can get the superstar. It's kind of like LeBron taking his talents to Miami Beach. This kind of situation. And in fact, there was discussion when we announced him originally for the budget director role of having dry ice and smoke and a whole thing, but we decided against that. But as budget director, he glued the whole operation together. He also drove so much of the good we were able to do in Albany, against all the odds, may I add. And then as first deputy mayor, he has been a revelation. And helped lead us through just the toughest moments in the city's history, somehow cool at all times, and ladies and gentlemen, never ever stopping to eat lunch. Are you saying because he was so busy? No, he refuses to eat lunch, which none of us understand, but somehow keeps total energy all day long. Is he human? Is he superhuman? Was he sent from another planet to help us? Maybe. We never asked that on the background check. but he has been a treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Foolahan. Everybody here is great. There are people here, again, who go back. I'm never going to name names. I won't name names. David Dinkins, you say, one ought not acknowledge people in the crowd, Patrick Gaspard, or Gabrielle Fialkoff. We ought not do that. Those are two of the OGs, okay? The people who brought us here from the very, 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 very beginning. But the last proclamation goes to the Queen Mother. I feel like my relationship with Emma is kind of like Lennon and McCartney if they hadn't split up. It's like somehow, through it all, we have an ability to find a way together. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful bond and partnership. I remember when I recruited her for our 2009 campaign, and our friends at the Working Families Party were, I'll use another Dinkins phrase, Patrick, they were less than pleased. But it was the smartest thing I ever did. And through it all, the crazy, wacky 2009 campaign in the industrial building by the Gowanus Canal that did not imply grandeur, through the rather dingy public advocate's office, but we made it ours, we made it beautiful, to the grandeur of City Hall. But throughout it all, the running electric current of this team, the person that everyone could turn to, no problem too big, no problem too small, filled with love and compassion for the good. But God help you if you were doing wrong, because Emma could go from really sweet, kind person to like Death Star very quickly. Very, very quick. I've seen that escalation. I could hear sometimes through the wall, I'm like, someone did something bad. But brilliance is all I can say. Brilliance. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Wolf. Emma, your people love you. They just love you. They love you, Emma. So we leave with love. We leave with love and joy for the fact that we all got to be together. And the last thing I'll say to you is you will never forget each other and you will never lose each other. Patrick will attest. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not connected to someone that I came up with in the Dinkins world. That was my original team, and my teammates from 30 years ago are my teammates today. I liked my teammates so much I married one. But you are now going to be together for life, because there is nothing that compares to this place. This place has a nature, an energy, a spirit that there's just no place else. This city, of course, but this place, this is the heart of New York City, right here. And you guys were part of that beating heart. And you will stay connected to each other, and that will be a joy in your life. But it's also going to be part of why you go forward and do so many good things for this world, because you'll have each other. I guarantee it because I've lived it. And I finish by saying this is all in the end, the work we do is the work of love. It really is. You have to love the people and love this place. To every hour, every day, give yourself to it. That's what you all did. That's what Shirlene and I tried in our own way to do with all our heart and soul. It is about love, and my love for this place has grown. Representing all of it, feeling connected to all of it, fighting for all of it, making it a city for all of us, and seeing the heroism of New Yorkers in our toughest hour that became also our finest hour. This hero city. I love it more than ever. Thank you, everybody.